One-month high-sea adventure will take on a new meaning as Disney Cruise Line welcomes the first guest aboard the brand new Disney Treasure. But we're in luck today because we're getting the first look on board the ship. Claire Weiss is one of the Disney Imagineers on the design team, and she's joining us from the ship's Grand Hall with more. Good morning, how are you doing? The view is beautiful. So can you tell us a little bit about where you are and what you're seeing?
Absolutely. Good morning from the Disney Treasure. I'm so excited to talk to you about the ship today, and I'm actually here in our Grand Hall. This is the heart of our ship, and this is our palace at sea. This is where our story of Aladdin really comes to life, and it's the place where we start our adventure as a guest, and it's our place that leads us off onto all these other great stories and adventures that exist throughout the ship. So if you can see behind me, and beautiful murals and things inspired by the animated film Aladdin. So cannot wait to get people on board here.
It looks amazing. So the Disney Treasure has a unique connection to some iconic theme park attractions on board. So can you share more about what we can expect?
One of my favorite parts of the Disney Treasure is how we're actually bringing iconic theme park attractions to life at sea, like you've mentioned. So there are so many examples of this, but I actually want to share my favorite. So one of my favorites here is our Haunted Mansion parlor. And the Haunted Mansion, as you all hopefully know, is an iconic Disney park attraction, exists in many of our parks worldwide. We're actually bringing it to life on board this ship. So here guests get to step inside the grim, grinning, ghoulish world they know and love from the attraction. It's got a bit of a nautical twist, and you'll see hitchhiking ghosts. You may see Madame Leota, and you really get to spend time in this iconic space. And I have to tell you, it will blow your socks off. We cannot wait for you guys to get inside.
That looks simply amazing. That is very, very cool. All right, so people often think a Disney cruise is just for families or kids, but I hear there is something for everyone. What are some of the exciting spaces aboard for adults?
You're so right. A Disney Cruise Line, there really is something for everybody. One of the things we pride ourselves in is having things that are specific to adults, but are still Disney stories and Disney experiences. One of my favorite spaces on the ship that does that is our entire adult premium dining area. So this is an area on the ship exclusively for adults, and it's all inspired by Beauty and the Beast. So there are two signature restaurants, our Palo restaurant and our Enchanté restaurant, which is, of course, guided by your wonderful host, Lumiere. And these are both centered around this incredible bar called the Rose Bar. And the rose, of course, you know, is the enchanted object from the film. And it's a really beautiful collection of venues, really, really intrinsically Disney and specific for adults.
That looks very, very cool. Okay, so what was it like for you as an Imagineer to design spaces on the Disney Treasure? I mean, do you have a favorite?
Oh my gosh. Being a part of this Imagineering team for me has really been a lifetime honor. I mean, this is a love of passion of many, many people, hundreds of people, their talents, their arts, you know, their skills and their gifts. So being part of this team for me has been just incredible. And what we're so excited about is bringing these stories to life for guests. And I would actually say picking a favorite is probably one of the hardest parts of this job. But one of my favorite spaces on this ship is the Skipper Society. So this is another one of our spaces inspired by a classic theme park attraction. This time it's our Jungle Cruise attraction. And here you actually get to go deep into the jungle. You get to sit in this really beautiful jungle outpost. You get to really be a skipper yourself. Sit back, relax, have a great cocktail, and sit under this beautiful canopy of jungle foliage. So that's one of my favorite spots on the ship. But honestly, there's so many for everyone to explore, and I can't wait for everyone to find their own favorite.
Claire, you've sold me. Can't wait to take my daughter on that cruise. This should be very cool. So where do we go for more information?
Definitely. I would go to disneycruise.com. You can find all the information you want about itineraries, sailing dates, and a bunch more information about this beautiful ship.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time this morning. And guys, you know, all you have to do is head to FCM Plus.